Hi, in today's video I am going to show you how to connect your Builderall email list to Google Sheets and Google Contacts. And why we are going to connect them to Google Sheet and Google Contacts is because if you are a coach or somebody who is a trainer who wants their leads to be populated in a Google Sheet and then also added to them Google Contacts, so that you can add them to a WhatsApp group easily, because when you have the contacts saved you can actually add them to WhatsApp groups. So I'll show you how to perform this automation. So for that, I have already opened my Mailingboss. So I'll go to Builderall Mailingboss first, and then I'll go to list. Let's say for my example, my list is this one. So what I'll do is I'll go to settings. I'll go to subscribe form, then next, and then I'll scroll down and click on advanced. I'll click on create custom webhook. I'll add a new custom webhook. For that, I have to create a new automation from scratch. So right now inside my Pabbly account, I'll click on Pabbly Connect, access now. And then I'll click on create workflow and I'll enter the workflow name. So this workflow is Builderall Mailingboss to Google Sheets and then Google Contacts, and I'll click on create. So as you can see, Builderall does not have a direct integration for this purpose, for the trigger purpose. So what I'll do is I'll choose a webhook. So I've got this code now. I'll copy this link, sorry, not a code, it's a webhook URL. I'll copy this URL and I'll paste it here. And I'll click on save and next. So this is the step 1 of the workflow. Now as you can see, I need some details here. My list exists on this page. The list which was connected there inside Mailingboss exists on this page. So I'll fill my details on this page. And I'll click on this button. And by now the details are here. As you can see, the details are now available here. Now I'll connect this. I've got the details which I want, and I'll paste those details on a Google Sheet. So I'll connect Google Sheets here. Click on Google Sheets and click on add new row. Click on connect. In case you already have your existing connection, you can choose existing connection. If you don't have existing connection, you can add a new connection by clicking on connect with Google Sheets. So as I already have an existing connection, I'll click on select existing connection and I'll put select my email ID and click on save. Now I need to select the list name. So as you can see, the sheet name is webinar registrations and the sublist and the sub spreadsheet name is webinar attendees. So I'll select this sheet from here. Spreadsheet, the right spreadsheet is selected and the right sub spreadsheet is also selected. Now I'll map the name here first. So name I mapped here. I'll map the email here. Then I'll map the phone number here. And if I want the registration date, I can put the registration date as well. So for that, I use a short code. So this is the short code. I'll share the URL of this. I'll share the short code in the description of the video as well. So with this short code, I'll show you what happens actually. And in the webinar date, I'll put the webinar date. For example, if the webinar is on 24 April 2022, I'll put the webinar date here and I'll click on save and send test request. Now if you see here, the details are populated here in the sheet, and by using the short code you can see the date have come here in IST because my account is set up in IST. In case you want to change the time zone, you can go to settings and you can change your account's time zone. So my time zone is set to IST. In the time zone section, you can change it to the whatever time zone you want. Now coming back to the third step, Now the next step is to add my contact to Google Contacts, the details to the Google Contacts. So I'll connect the Google Contacts app here. I'll click on create new contact. I'll click on connect and I'll add my Google account here. I'll click on add new connection and I'll add my email ID here. And I'll click on continue. Now my account is connected. Now I'll add the first name to the first name field. Now I'll add the last name field. So what I do usually is I put a static value here. So I want the webinar date should be the last name, so that whenever I'm adding people to the WhatsApp group, it's very easy for me to add them, because this is the common last name for all the people who are registering for the same webinar. So, and I'll put the email. Email is not compulsory to add, it's good to have but not mandatory. Now the next mandatory field is to have phone number field to save your contact. So I'll add the phone number here. I'll map this phone number field here, and then you're good to go. And then click on save and send test request. And done. So if I search my contact here, it should be here now, because 24 April, you can see my contact is visible here now. So this was a 3-step automation in which we start with first with Builderall. We collect the details from Builderall list. Then we put those details in Google Sheet, and then we put those details in Google Contacts. We put our details in Google Sheet because there are various reasons for it. One is we get a database apart from Builderall. One database can be in the Google Sheet, and also if your team is working, they can add some comments. If they're following up with the team, they can add the comments to the people. So that way this becomes a CRM for you, in kind of a CRM where you can add the details to the people. A lot of things which you can do with Google Sheets. So that's why we kept the details in Google Sheets. And for the Google Contacts, I've already told you we do this because by Google Contacts, the phone will the contact will get saved in your phone automatically, and then you can add people to WhatsApp group and do a lot of things. Even if you want to call them, you will have their contact automatically saved in your phone. If you are new to Pabbly, then I have shared the Pabbly link in the description. You can get the one-time plan or you can get the recurring plan. Both the links are in description. And if you want this workflow link, then I've also shared that workflow link in the description box. You can check it out from there. And also I've shared the timestamp shortcut, the code which I used during this automation. I've shared that also in the description. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any doubts, make sure you comment them. I'll try to help you out. And this is Vikas Agarwal signing off. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.